Leakind. Alright, so what I have here today is a wireless charging case for the iPod, AirPods. Because I know a lot of you have the first generations, including me, and you wanted wireless charging. As you can see, this is a very nice case. So the reason why is because I have this previously. Here's one of the first generation ones. And I wanted to upgrade because this here is my little tracker. And anyone that owns these AirPods, you know that you're able to find the individual AirPods themselves. But if you ever lose the case itself, there's no way to really find it. I know it's weird, right? I wish they would have made this a little bit different, but so here's my AirPods and here's my old case, and you can see this part is ripping, right? So the newer version is improved by a lot. Let's do a little opening again. You can see it's a very nice case. It's real easy to use. You just stick in your AirPods to the case, and that's about it. So all of these it's not the super fast charging versions. It's just a typical, I think a plain iPhone brick would be around 5 watts and just at 1 amp. So this is at 1.5 amps. So yeah, it's an increase at least when you're trying to charge your case. Let me see, here it is right here. Alright, so let's open it up. Okay. Here's the instructions, of course. So, as you can see, this is my previous version and this is the newer version. This actually feels a little thinner. But the only reason why this ripped is because I chained this tracker onto it, so that, and I think one day when I was yanking it out, it just, it ripped the band. But this one comes with a little lanyard anchor point, so I'm able to use that instead going forward. The shells feel about the same. Actually, kind of like the older build. It just feels a little better quality, but this one's probably easier to mass produce. But you can even see how they hid the screws, the way this is fused together. They don't really have to put screws in it, versus this one, the newer style, they did. They're about the same. I won't say there's a huge increase. I do feel like it's just a little bit bigger, right? Do you see it too? Is it just me? I feel it's just a little bit bigger. And of course, here's the AirPods right next to both of them. So, I do see like a little bit of an increase in size. There's the opening. See, I like this opening a lot better, right? The older generation. See, you can hear this plastic. This feels almost like a thinner, less dense type plastic. But that's okay, as long as it works, as long as it functions, right? So let's see, stick it in. Close it. Oh yeah, they put like a little rubber seal versus this one is just hard plastic. So maybe that's why it sounds different, because there's rubber seals in this. Oh yeah. Yeah, they definitely made it so it's a lot quieter to close. which is a good thing. Previously, I would hear like it's almost a loud snapping click noise. I wouldn't say it's annoying, but you know, especially at night if you have kids or something, and you want to be just a little bit quieter. I mean, a lot of people do find this clicking noise comforting. Look at that. Ooh, I do like that rubber feel, the rubber seal feel. Okay, well, it still makes a good click, huh? Just have to check on this. See how the hinge is made. That's kind of cool. So later on, I'll move my tracker over here onto this. So the tracker, you're able to find your AirPod case with usually your AirPods are in it, and you know, because my wife, she would always place them in different places and she'll actually lose them. So I'm able to find it, track it with my tracker. And you know, if you don't know what this is, I could do a separate video on this because I actually bought a whole bunch more of these. I'll do an unboxing later on. I bought a pack of 5 of these, and the deal is actually over now, but it was on Amazon. You can actually get 5 of these for $20. So that's about $4 each. Usually at the time, these were almost $25 each. So I don't know if it's a fluke on Amazon's part or what. The deal was actually up for a couple days. I'll include the link in the video when I show these off, but I'm pretty sure the deal is over. It's on a kind of like a computer generated algorithm where, you know, if there's a certain amount in stock, then the price will be adjusted appropriately depending on how many. Because as soon as I purchased it, the next 2 days it doubled up in price. I think it was closer to 40 something dollars. Originally it was at $13, but you know, I'll get to that story again later once I do these tracker reviews or unboxing. So I'll transfer it over later, but it'll just dangle here. I have the white version of this, so maybe I'll use the white version on this one. I don't know, we'll see. But so the new button is a little different too. It's like a hard clear plastic, which I'm not sure why they did that. Maybe because there's LED light in it. Ooh. See, previously it was a kind of a flush mounted plastic button, and then the LED light was down here, and see, there's no LED light. So that's a nice process improvement, right? So here's my alt key Wi-Fi base. It's kind of used and abused, but I like it because look how thin that is. I could leave a link in the description, of course. I also have another one at work, and it has a light ring on it, which I find it kind of cool, especially if you have AirPods and place it on it. Then there's a circle white LED ring around it, which I thought was cool. And just for convenience right now, I'm just using a battery pack to charge this. And this is the name. Rupu. This is a 24,000 milliamp. So it charges a lot. The ports are a little bit slow on this, as you can tell. But this one at least goes up to 2 amps on port 3. And then port 2. But this one is very slow up there for port 1. So I don't really use that much. But you probably use it for charging your AirPods, you know. But look at the texture of that. It's like a nice cube, carbon fiberish look, I guess. I don't know how to really describe it, but you can see it more right here. Of course, you know, it's a solar charger. I never actually use this feature, the solar part, because I would just plug into the wall and just set and forget, you know. So here, let's make sure that's on, which it is. Okay, and you see red light here. And let's see what happens. Turn green. And there it is. Oh yeah, there's a little delay, but there you go. As you can see, that dot is clear for a reason, and that's because they moved the LED over there, which is, I think, is kind of cool, right? Previously, it's a little dot here that lights up. It's a little more subtle. I don't mind this. I can see how this is improved version of this, but there's a lot of features, look, design of this that I kind of prefer. Even just this cool little lip around, just the way that they put this stuff together. I don't hate it, but you know, I'll use it and I'll let you know how it is. I love this one, you know, because I don't really want to drop and abuse my AirPods. So having it in this type of case, I don't mind. You know, I leave it in my pocket, let it kind of get scratched up, and you could tell this one barely shows too much of a scratches or being abused, other than this rip here, which is kind of a recent thing, and I'm sad that happened. I can understand why, and that's why I changed the way I mounted this, hoping to prevent it from doing further damage. Before it was almost like a noose, and it would just slide, and I should have known. I just didn't think it would actually rip this material, but with this improvement here, I don't have to worry about that anymore. I just hope this part doesn't break off. The quality, thickness is pretty good. So I think it'll hold up. So, you know, I could do a follow-up video later on down the road. I'll probably give this to my wife. You know, she don't really care about wireless charging as much as I do. But here it is. The rubber seal here to keep it on the lid. You know, I never had an issue with this. This always held the AirPod lid perfectly without any issues at all. Oh yeah, huh? Oh, I thought this was gonna be like a rubber seal in here too, but it's not. But as you can tell, this protects your AirPods. It gives you the functions of wireless charging. And I think at the time this is around $40, but you know, I'll leave a link it below, and I'll leave a description of the price. And if you have any other questions, let me know. The LED. It's a little soft rubber silicone. That's the lid hinge to keep it there. The white is a little bit different. It's not like AirPod white, as you can tell, but it's still a nice white. Texture and feel is good. I think this used to be just as shiny as this, but you know, over time of this being in my pocket, it just kind of removed the shine a little bit. But see, before it closed up about like that, and then this one has more of a reveal. I guess it makes it easier for you to open. I never had an issue opening this here. It just boop. Gen 1, Gen 2. And I think you'll love this, because I love the wireless charging feature. Because you can just set and forget, you know, just when you get home, just throw this up and let it charge. I did notice that the first generation, it did get a little hot. Maybe it seems like it couldn't cut off quick enough whenever it's fully charged or so. But you can actually feel a little heat in this, which is not too much an issue whenever I do wireless charge and I forget and I walk away and come back like maybe 2 hours later. I'll just pull it out of the case and let it breathe, and the heat dissipates really fast. And I'll let you know how these holds up over time. See, it looks almost like a green eye. It's hard to see in this video, but it looks like a green eye. Yeah. If you have any questions, just let me know. Again, this is a new AirPod wireless case from Leakind. Wireless charging case for AirPods. And I don't mind the bulk, as you can see. It's a definitely an increase in size. Oh man, this rubber really keeps it in there. Okay, well, I was gonna pull out the AirPods to show you, but this one, it seems to really hold it in there. I don't really want to break it on video. But I wanted to show you the size difference. But I mean, I would tell you there is an increase, but being this size is almost like a good factory size. I find the AirPod case is very small, which, you know, I don't mind. But a lot of people, they have a tendency of losing it, including my wife, just because it's so small, and you're sticking a backpack, and then they'll forget the next day and have no clue where it's located. Wow, this is really in there now. I'm not sure what I did, but I'm just gonna leave it in there. I don't wanna break it, try and take it out, because I'm gonna be using this case for my AirPods anyways. So, anyways, I was gonna show you a little quick comparison in size, but you could tell it's a lot bigger, but it's not horrible. I would say maybe 30% bigger than the AirPods, but you know, look at this case. It really protects it, right? So if you drop this, it will not get hurt. And yes, everyone who knows about AirPods, you got dirty AirPods no matter what you do to try to clean it. I've tried cleaning this with so many different chemicals and cloths and Q-tips. I followed everything you see on YouTube. But I didn't try to clean this wax out. You know, yes, you do get buildup in these AirPods. So clean your AirPods, people. Yeah. I hope you liked the video. Just like, share, subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below and I'll try to answer it as soon as possible. Alright.